Breaking news. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kekere agrees with Nnamdi Kanu's claims, says corruption has destroyed the judiciary of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 11th of February 2025, and of course I have a very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, it don't happen. The news has just landed on my news desk this early morning that Kekere, who happens to be the Chief Justice of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, has agreed with Nnamdi Kanu that corruption has eaten deep. In fact, has completely destroyed the judiciary of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. I want you to pay very good attention as I will be reading from Sahara Reporters. As you can see on your screen, their title says, Nigerian CJN Kekere decries corruption, bias in judiciary, demands urgent reforms. You see, this very news is coming after the bombardment and the truth that was spoken by Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the leader of Biafrans, at the presence of the press and of course inside the court of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria yesterday, being 10th of February 2025. Now, let me read in details. The CJN stressed that these challenges not only weaken the judiciary's authority, but also erode public confidence, creating a dangerous disconnect between the courts and the society they serve. They do not serve the society. Kekere, the better you realize, although you are in the system, so you all know this, the reason why she has, come out to say this is because the word of Nnamdi Kanu yesterday was like an earthquake. Nnamdi Kanu's outburst yesterday in the court was an earthquake. So the woman in charge of the judiciary of the zoo has to speak up, even though she did not mention the name of Nnamdi Kanu, but Oliver Kuoku Onyogwala Malugo, Osadebe Kukwanoku Onyogwala Malugo. So we all know why she is talking, and we all know why or who she is talking to. So let us continue reading. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Kudirat Kekere, has expressed deep concern over persistent allegations. Did you hear that? Remember the word of Nnamdi Kanu. Over persistent allegations of corruption, judicial delays, and bias that continue to plague the country's judiciary despite ongoing reform efforts. Only this first place is enough for you. You see, she has confessed, and this is coming from the Chief Justice of the Zoological Republic. It's not from an individual anymore. At least you can say, Nnamdi Kanu was alleged because he's a Biafran activist. No, this one is coming from the so-called Chief Justice of the Zoo. You understand? So, if she can say this in the public and is being carried by the press, so who is going to help? Who will help the zoo? Who will bail the cat? Nobody. The zoo is finished. Now, speaking in Abuja on Monday, while declaring open the 2025 hybrid refresher course for judges of superior courts, Kekere highlighted the far-reaching consequences of these issues on public trust in the judicial system. In spite of our collective efforts, challenges persist. Allegations of corruption, delays in the dispensation of justice, and perceptions of bias or inefficiency remain issues of concern, she said. Or it be like say they notice now, but of course they all know. They know because they are all in the system. The CJN stressed that these challenges not only weaken the judiciary's authority but also erode public confidence, creating a dangerous disconnect between the courts and the society they serve. She called for decisive action to restore faith in the system. You must start with your executive. You have to begin with your executive and then down to the Attorney General of the Federation. They are all your people. They are all from the West. So begin with them. You must call the Attorney General of the Federation and then talk to your so-called Mr. President so that they know that they have, in fact, they have destroyed the judiciary that you oversee. You need to let them know because the corruption is coming from the top. When corruption is coming from the top, then those in the lower, place, like the judges, will have no option than to key into the corruption. It is a simple mathematics. Yes. Now she continued. The onus is therefore on us to confront these challenges head-on and reaffirm our commitment to judicial excellence, Kekerekun urged. She stated that the judiciary, as the final arbiter of disputes and custodian of constitutional order, does not operate in isolation. Instead, its legitimacy is tied to the trust and confidence reposed in it by the public. Without public confidence, the judiciary's moral authority is diminished, and its ability to discharge its constitutional mandate is impaired. She warned, adding that integrity, professionalism, and transparency are essential to rebuilding trust. Oh, hey, Nnamdi Kanu. Without the outburst of Nnamdi Kanu in the court yesterday against the highly corrupt Justice Binta Nyako, you wouldn't have been hearing this right now from the so-called Madam Chief Justice of the Zoo. Let's continue. Reiterating the importance of judiciary impartiality, the CJN cautioned that even the perception of bias or misconduct could be as damaging as the reality itself. You see, the same word that Nnamdi Kanu was hammering yesterday, corruption and bias. He said that they are biased. That is the reason why this woman is shouting on top of her voice today. It is not enough to be impartial. We must also be seen to be impartial, she stated. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the administrator of the National Judiciary Institute, retired Justice Salisu Abdullahi, has emphasized the importance of public trust in the judiciary, described it as the foundation of the institution's legitimacy. Speaking at a judicial refresher course themed Strengthening Public Trust and Confidence in the Judiciary, Abdullahi noted that trust in the judiciary is not automatic but must be deliberately cultivated. You have to tell your people, not me. I have no business with it. Public confidence must be earned through conduct that exemplify impartiality, integrity, and diligence, he told the participants. You see, they are running helter-skelter. Nnamdi Kanu to go from Badawuna. He explained that the course provides judges an opportunity to reflect on challenges that could erode trust in the judiciary and explore solutions to restore public confidence. Nobody will ever trust or have confidence in the so-called judiciary of the zoo. Nobody. Because they have never gotten it right in the first place. For since the creation of this zoological republic, they have never gotten it right. From the colonial masters to this current neo-colonialism era, they have never gotten it right. Never, not even once. I'm telling you the truth. Tell me one. The judiciary of the zoo is the highest bidder wins it all. The highest bidder wins the case. That is the Zouk for you. That is the judiciary of Nigeria for everybody who is listening. The highest bidder, the richest, those who are ready to pay the highest money wins the case. That is what happened with Peter Obi and Tinubu. Yes, because Tinubu is desperate to be the president, so he has to pay the highest money. That is the reason why all the so-called evidences Peter Obi gathered like as if the time he was working with Fidelity Bank or Zenith Bank. He gathered all the documents like a professor. He packed all of them at the court. Yet nobody listened to him. Because the highest bidder has won the case. Even before the commencement of the hearing, the highest bidder had already won the case. That's why there was no hearing. And he continued. This will ultimately help in identifying practical strategies to strengthen citizens' faith in the judicial system, he added. The refresher course is part of the Institute's effort to ensure the continuous professional development of judicial officers. There is nothing like that. I'm telling you, there is absolutely nothing like that. So, my people, I don't want to talk too much. You have heard it all. Nnamdi Kanu etigo fam badawuna unisi and everywhere na bagaragara. To the extent that the so-called Chief Justice of the Zoo, Kekere Ekun, has now come out to speak. And he's not the only one, including the other top-ranking officer, or should I say retired, judge, known as Abdullahi, has also come out to speak. And we want more people. We are going to keep our eyes on the ball. As we continue moving, we will continue to watch them and see what they are going to do moving forward, especially in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, my people. To salo no mozi akona and make it go viral.